Welcome JinWu Fang.
So, this is the story of how I went on a 10,000-mile road trip from LA to LA all by myself, 65 days, and how I came across cool places such as this alien rock, a fake Parthenon, and a desert full of white sand, and how I tried insanely tasty foods, broke my car a couple of times, and otherwise just met a ton of incredibly kind Americans.
So far, so good.
That's great. Apparently you're in Beijing right now, right?
That's right.
I kind of miss my hometown right now. It's been a while. I haven't back to China right now. How was the the feeling?
Good and bad. The summer is coming, but the COVID is back, so
That's true.
can't really say.
I see what you mean. Is the quarantine still happening in like?
Yeah, it is
Beijing,
happening.
China?
Yeah, it is.
I mean that's kind of bad, honestly. You have to quarantine for like 27 days right now, I heard.
27 days? No, 28 plus.
28 plus?
Yeah.
That's
If you're
a lot.
lucky, you got 28 days plus. If you're not so lucky, you could be quarantined for over a year and nobody gives a shit about you. Yeah,
You can quarantine over a year?
if you're unlucky, yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, if some of the people you stayed with got COVID, yeah, they just automatically extend your stay, extend your quarantine. Yeah.
That's not a good thing. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Okay. I mean, it's worse than I expected. Anyhow, so generally, as you know, so today we're gonna mainly talking about investment and invest in stock market. So
Whatever.
so actually, apparently, I know you were in UCLA last year. You were the graduated student from UCLA. So this question is a little unrelated to stock market right here, but it's quite important at the same time. So what is the best thing or the most treasure factors that you learned and or you gained in UCLA in that period?
So two things basically. First, of course, stats. Statistics is very important. And that's my major. So I learned a lot about how we apply statistics in like social studies, such as um, sociology, anthropology, of course, geology, stuff like that. All kinds of artificial intelligence, everything, and is cutting edge technology. You can't really learn it from anywhere else. Only in UCLA you can do that. Secondly, I really appreciate the time I spend alone, abroad, away from your family, away from your comfort zone.
Exactly.
That's when you truly start to grow. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So living by yourself, not exactly being alone, but just, get out of your comfort zone is very important for anyone's, personality and growth in general. Yeah.
Definitely. Because I was in
And yeah, and there's another thing, like I think I understand a lot more about investment and stock market when I was in Los Angeles somehow. Yeah. The stuff I read, the stuff I think about. I also tried a lot of different tricks while I was in Los Angeles. Yeah. It was a great time, gotta say.
I can tell you really enjoyed the feeling because I was in your apartment. I mean,
Once or twice, right?
exactly.
Once
Yeah,
or
exactly.
twice. Yeah.
You cooked for me, I remember, and we had
Mm-hmm.
we went to your school and studying your library, and we rate in the bus. Dude, that was enjoyable moment to me. I really appreciate
We
it.
had ramen. Do you remember we had ramen
Exactly,
together?
exactly. The most spicy one, dude. That was
Spicy ramen.
much.
Mustard leaf. That's
Exactly.
mustard leaf sauce. Yeah.
That's the top ramen in entire Los Angeles. According to you, right? I mean, it's really delicious to me.
慈济的 ramen. Yeah.
You speak Japanese too. I know
Yeah.
that. Anyhow, let's back to our main track today. So
Okay.
this is the question, like what make you start to invest? Like what make you to have an idea on that you want to earn money right here?
So my parents, it's really not about me because I grew up in this investor or investing family.
Mm-hmm.
The whole household was talking about, have been talking about investment every single day, like from my day one on this planet. They've been investing for more than 30 years, I think. My father is one of the earliest investors in mainland China. So it's not even a choice for me. When I get to your age, my father just gave me a sum of money. That's like, go invest, go learn how to invest. Yeah, and that's exactly what I did. Yeah, and I'm still doing it, and I'm loving it. Yeah,
That's kind of cool, actually. I mean, because born in a family like this can actually help you a lot in the future.
exactly. Like mental, you got mentally prepared because people, they underestimate risk and stability and patience and time and all these important factors to be a good investor. They didn't really know until they feel the pain. And the pain is usually so great they can't really handle.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing what to expect, knowing what would happen, like mentally prepared yourself is so important.
Oh my gosh, that's kind of like related to my next question right here, because my next question is, and exactly on what you just said, like based on your experiences, like what is the most horrible or like bad failures that you ever had in this entire stock market,
Journey. In
journey?
this journey. So when I was I think when I was senior in college,
Mm-hmm.
last year in college, um back then I don't really have a lot of money
Mm-hmm.
in the stock market. So I lost $10,000 in one day, well, in less than 4 hours. I didn't really lost it. It just, the price is going down. It dipped, and it forced me to sell. So I have to sell. I have to bear the consequence of losing $10,000 in one day,
Mm-hmm.
which is nothing compared to what I make and lose per day now. Because yeah, but back then it was traumatized. I was really, really hurt. I was really hurt by that experience. And my family, especially my dad, he was pretty angry about this. And he called me for like 2 hours straight. Like, you can't do this. You did this wrong. I'm ashamed of you. You're such a loser, stuff like that. Just keep ranting at me. But I took it all in. Yeah, it was a very unforgettable piece of memory, I would say. But it is also important to know how that feels like. Everything is out of control. You grade. You stop thinking at that moment. When everyone is buying, you buy in as well. And like everything that comes fast will go away even faster. Just remember this. It will go away even faster. So don't even think about you can beat the market. This is not even possible. Yeah. Because the biggest enemy is not the market. It's you. You are your biggest enemy. Yeah. You need to befriend.
What specifically you did that lost that much money? So like your short term sum some stocks that you aren't supposed to do, or like what do you actually did that make that happen?
So a couple of friends of mine, they were discussing this stock.
Mm-hmm.
It's a company. I think it's a company that build ships, like really big ships.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
It's not a cruising company, but they build ships. They build really big ships.
Manufacturing
And
ship.
the rumor said, and according to the rumor, Warren Buffett was actually putting down a lot of money into that one stock.
Mm-hmm.
And that stock just went 200% in 2 hours. That's one stock went 200%, went up 200% in 1 hour, in 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting in my classroom and seeing it, going up, and up. Man, you stop thinking at that moment. You don't really think. The grade, your grade took over your mind,
Mm-hmm.
and it just make you make stupid mistakes, like buying. Yeah, you're not supposed to buy at this point. Like 200% is way too much. It is, of course, going to go down. But I was way too young back then. Yeah. So.
Oh my gosh. After you describe this, it's become more like vivid right now. I can see like how do you actually went through this entire experiences right here. Dude, I mean, wow. I mean,
It's
traumatizing. Yeah, exactly. I bet you learn a lot from it too, so it's both like good and bad, at the same time. So what is your like advices for some like young investor, and of course that including me and a lot of other starter investor, like what is your proposal to them?
First, if you want to make a lot of money really quickly, don't even think about stock market. Don't even think about it, because it's really a long-term game. It's like life. You need to live through this whole journey. You can't just pick the happy part of the life. And I just want the happy part of the life. I just want the happy part of this relationship. I just want to be young forever. This is not gonna happen. This is horse shit. This is bull crap. It's not gonna happen. So don't, pay too much attention on the bright side. You need to live through the whole process. Can you just live for the winter? Can you skip all the rainy days?
I can't.
I only want the sunny days.
No, you
That's
can't.
all I want for the rest of my life. Is this possible? No, it is not. But as a young investor, they didn't fail too much. As you grow up, you failed, multiple times, again and again, and you stand right back. You stand up again and again. That's how you learn. Yeah, really. Experience, nothing beats experience. Nothing beats experience. And secondly, be patient. Yeah, don't just listen to anyone. Listen to yourself. And being patient is really about being patient, like really long term of time. If you can hold a stock for 20 plus years, you're gonna be a very successful investor.
That's what I'm thinking.
And yeah, the third advice, like I just mentioned, don't listen to anyone. Don't listen to anyone. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who that person is. Your teacher, your parents, other investors, Warren Buffett, they don't matter. Because if you listen to them, you will be a victim of them. They don't need to pay any price for the things they say. They can say, you should sell at this point. You should sell like 5 hours from now. You should make a sell, or you should make a buy at this point. They don't need to pay anything. All they need to do is to say the word. But you You're the one who is losing real money.
Pay the
You're the man who is making money, and you're the one who is losing. So think about their intention first. Why they say, why they want you to make the purchase, why they want you to sell a stock. And eventually you just stopped believing anyone else. You only believe in yourself.
I see what you mean right here. So you kind of like put like human side in a dark way in this kind of like, metaphor right here like that. You don't really have to believe them in some way because they don't pay the prices that what like whatever thing they actually said right here.
Yeah, because you are the one who is paying. By
Mhm.
the end of the day, you are the one who is responsible for your choices.
Exactly. I kind of agree with
That's
you
all.
right now. I kind of agree with
You
you.
have to. Yeah, it is so true. That's the advice for young investors. Also, start early. Yeah, don't be
Exactly.
afraid of
Exactly.
don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. If you
Yeah.
don't make mistakes now, you are gonna pay much bigger prices, later on. It's unimaginable. Yeah. Think about it. If you are in your 40s, 50s, you have like 2 or 3 children already, and all of a sudden, okay, I want to be an investor. You thought your experience will help you somehow, but no, it's totally different. Like stock market is different from anything else in this world. The experience, they don't transfer at all. Like if you could be a really good software engineer, you could be a really good architect or manager, anything, but that experience don't transfer to your to your investment career. No, not at all.
Mhm.
So that's my advice.
That's definitely great advices right here. I mean, it's really solid and and useful to me right here. And in specific right now, a lot of people I think mentioned this to you before. I presume that they mentioned about like there's such no future potential from Nasdaq 500 and S&P 500 stuff like that, and there's no future of American stock markets. So what do you think of this kind of comments or this sort of like thing right here?
There's a thing called eternal recurrence.
Mhm.
Like we have cycles for everything.
Yes.
The sun will go up and the sun will rise and set every day. We have spring, summer, autumn, winter. This is a circle. After the winter, the spring will come again. The people saying this, they're just not very experienced, according to what I have known. They're just not very experienced. Yeah, they seem too little. They seem too little. Yeah, like you're not supposed to have any mental, like, how do I put that into words? You're not supposed to be very excited, or yeah, you're not supposed to be very excited for anything. Yeah, it should be just calm and smooth and wait, be patient. That's all you can do.
I
And
see.
people say, oh, there's a war in Ukraine, there's a COVID-19 in China, in Shanghai, American stock market is falling, is collapsing. All of this has happened countless times before. We had World War One, World War Two, Vietnam War, the Cold War, Korea War, Afghanistan War, Gulf War. Everything had happened. We have Spanish flu, SARS, Ebola in Africa, poverty, famine, all these kind of things had happened. Like they never stopped.
Humans.
It always happens
Mhm.
for as long as like the human beings are, I think like 10,000 years ago, I think like
Yes.
human beings are starting to having this society. And ever since then, nothing really changed. Nothing really changed. We are still the same group of people like they were 10,000 years ago. So this will happen again in the future as well. There will be another kind of COVID, another kind of crisis, another kind of market collapse, another kind of world war. No, well, maybe World War IV, World War V. It could happen. Yeah, it could happen, but it doesn't matter. You know, it's just winter. And what is after the winter? Spring. Spring will come after the winter, and you will experience a summer and fall and another winter. But the difference is, you know, it is going up slowly instead of going down. So as long as you got the bigger generation, bigger picture right, bigger direction right, there's nothing really to worry about.
Wow, I see what you mean right here. It's quite impressive that you actually think in this way, because compared with most of the pessimistic feeling of the people thinking right now, you're much um, optimistic about our future and our routine, which I totally like respect, because you are definitely correct in this way that the bad will definitely disappear and the good will come up again. So and put that in the same way as stock markets, it work in the same way. So
And the best part is,
Mhm.
the worse it gets, the better it will bounce back. You
Exactly.
get it? Yeah.
Yes, that's how it works. I mean,
Like bear market equals to bull market. They are the same exact thing. They are the same thing. Yeah.
yeah, because I remember I used to like talk with you on WeChat about like, what do you think of inflation or stuff like that. You text me like, if you think this is a huge problem, don't invest, because
Yeah.
because it's not a deal to me. That's what you said. I was kind of like, I was telling that's sick, dude.
It is happening every single day, and it will keep happening for many years
Mhm.
from now on. Yeah. That's daily life in stock market. That's just the thing you need to suffer. That's the price you need to pay to be a player in this game. If you want to be a player in this game, you need to pay the entrance fee. This is just your entrance fee to get into the game. You need to know it's not always about summer, not always about sunny days. There will be rainy days and really cold days. Yeah. It's just part of the journey. Yeah.
Yeah, you actually mentioned some good part of the essential of life.
And you need to enjoy
Mhm.
the dark side of the journey too, like
Yes.
equally as you enjoy the bright side, which is very hard to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know because being like sometimes being poor and being like in the dark side of your life is somebody's think is the most treasured part of their entire life. So I mean, right? So I totally agree with you that we have to enjoy the dark side. And to me right now, because I'm still pretty young right now, and so the dark side could be just few rejection and
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
pain, some
Just the
few years,
thing, yeah.
exactly something like that. I have to enjoy the kind of thing.
You enjoy it. They try to enjoy it because they are really important for your future experience. And knowing the feeling of getting rejected by companies, by school, by women, all kinds of things.
Exactly.
It's important to know how that feels. Otherwise, you can't make improvement. We improve based on the failures, the thing we failed. Yeah, that's just how it works. Yeah.
That's so true. I mean, what can I say more? Um, so specifically, we kind of like brought this topic up for like 2 seconds. You mentioned this like Ukraine war. So what do you think? What do you think? The war is gonna keep effects or influence the stock market in kind of what way? And then what do you expect something's gonna happen?
I never really thought about this actually, because it's not really a pro. I don't think it will affect the market at all. It's just the market is in this, downward path right now. It is going down. That's right, but it is supposed to be going down now for bigger rise. And mm, in terms of Ukraine and Russia, I don't know. I'm equally as curious about this as you are. Yeah, so I look forward to what will happen next. Seriously, I don't know because yeah, this is way too complicated. You know, the Russians, the Chinese, the Japanese. You know, the Japanese are actually, you know, they are having this serious discussion with Russia right now, and Koreans, they are North Koreans, they are talking to Russians right now, and of course, both of them are talking to Ukrainians at the same time as well. And obviously, China is playing some interesting role in this game, and America, UK. I don't know.
It's just complicated.
It is pretty messy at the
I
moment.
know.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
really intricate right here. Definitely.
Yeah, yeah, it is very sad. Don't get me wrong. It's very sad we have a war, but at the same time, it is kind of I'm kind of curious about where this is
Yeah,
going.
I
Yeah,
definitely, me too, because the direction is kind of like so, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen,
yeah, we don't know what is going to happen, but this it doesn't matter because there is always another war coming up. There's always a war between big countries,
Mhm.
always. You know, so there's nothing new in it is nothing new. Yeah, don't be too skeptical or too scared about this. It is what it is.
Mhm.
It is something we can learn from. Yeah, all you need to know
Definitely.
is that we can learn from this. Yeah,
Because selfishness are the human's nature. So,
yeah.
so it's,
And don't be pessimist, they always prevail, but they suck. Yeah, like the shorters. I never liked the shorters. Do you know what I mean by shorters?
shorter. You mean?
They short the stock market,
Oh
they
yeah,
short the
yeah,
company.
yeah, definitely shorter.
The
Yeah,
shorters, I hate the shorters because
空头
they
嘛，空头嘛。
hope, yeah, 空头, yeah, they
Uh-huh.
hope things will go down
Mhm.
and they pray things will go down and they suck. That's why I hate them. Yeah, and it's just stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it kind of like, but people kind of like earn short-term money in that kind of way. But they never
a
really.
lot of money, but those are evil, dirty money. It is not like honest money. It is dirty and evil,
I see what you
and
mean.
it's super short term. It's super short term. It's
Like a day or like
extremely risky.
a day, 2 days or so.
Yeah, they do even 20 seconds. They make money on 20 seconds of trading, you know, buying and selling in 20 seconds. It's not investing, it's trading. Like those people are traders. They're not really investors. Yeah,
I see what you mean.
that's
Yeah, they're just waiting for the currency or so like going down. They can earn the net differences between. So it's I don't like that kind of stuff because I don't appreciate because you couldn't like have the best enjoyable moments as an investor. You see what I mean? Like because I think you are like a long-term investor who really appreciate and enjoy the feeling of investing the money. And then to them, they're just like, it's my job to earn money. So there's a difference.
exactly. They are not managing their own money. That's the difference. They manage someone else's money.
Exactly.
And that's a horrible way to invest.
Mhm.
Seriously, yeah, that's why Warren Buffett is so successful because he's managing his own company's money. That's all. Nobody is pointing at him. Nobody is expecting anything from him, and that is why he can, you know, he can do great things in investment.
Ian Simons, Charlie Munger, those
Yeah,
great.
Charlie Munger is pretty good too. Yeah, these people are smart because they know their circle of competence. You know, if you know what you're good at, just do that one thing. Don't even think about anything else. Just do it. Yeah. And as the year goes by, your confidence, will go up as well. So, which is very important. Having confidence knowing what you're doing is more important than anything else. Like more important than people's advice, more important than Ukrainian war, more important than inflation, currency. All this is because it had happened many times before,
Mm-hmm.
and it will happen again. What's the point of worrying? What is the point of worrying? There's no point of doing that. Yeah.
Oof. I
And
mean,
you're wasting your time, you're wasting your feelings, your emotions, you're not enjoying this anymore. This is a journey, this is fun, it is supposed to be fun.
mhm,
But if you check the price every 20 seconds, okay, what is going on now? This is this this is not fun. Yeah.
mhm.
And to me, at least to me, having fun is very important in this world. Having fun probably is the most important thing. Have an interesting life. Have an interesting life. Don't settle for mediocrity or anything like that. It's just it's not it's it, it, it-
Yeah,
it's
we
not
kind
worth
of
it.
the same like
Yeah.
mindset right here. I don't want to, I definitely, agree with you because I watch most of your YouTube video and stuff like that. I kind of enjoy the feeling that you enjoyed your life.
I
And
really enjoyed my life. Yeah.
if you enjoy it, that's it. Who cares, right? Who cares?
Nobody cares. Yeah.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean that's you have like a basic direction that I want to go in the future. It's being like the guy like who enjoy my life the most and stuff like that,
And kind of transfer that energy to others, pass it on to others.
Mhm.
Life is not supposed to be, suffering, doing the thing you hate, absolutely hate. You're supposed to enjoy the thing you do. And that's the way to live a better life, a happier life. I think a lot of people marry, at my age, they marry not because they want to get married. It's because they are responsible to get married.
I see
And
what
they settle down for some random woman or guy, and they break up 2 years later. They have to start over again. They divorced. A lot of things happen. They fight for children, education, housing prices, buying a home. It's not a life. It's terrible. Yeah.
oh my, yeah.
If you can meet someone that can improve your living standard, make you happier, yeah, go marry that woman, go marry that guy. Yeah, but not for only because she or he can make your life better. If she or he will only affect your current life quality, yeah, stay away from that. Just stay away from that. Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, again, appreciate of your talk today, and thank you so much for choosing choose a part of your time to talk with me. And
Thank you.
everybody, listen, if he hasn't checked it out, JinWu's YouTube channel, JinWu Show,
Show. Yes.
JinWuShow, JinWu Show. Again, please check it out on YouTube channel. Has magnificent and fabulous videos right here, and I think you enjoy it.
Thank you.
No problem, Jinwoo. And I have my own channel too. So if you want to watch it and scan it,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
check
we should subscribe each other and click like button, smash the like button.
that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do.